China's flood nightmare isn't over. In fact, it may have just gotten worse. For the second time in a single week, towns in Guizhou province were slammed by torrential rains. Just as families began returning home to clean the mud from their floors, alarms rang again. People barely had time to gather belongings when the floodwaters were already rising. On June 28th, the government in Rongjiang County raised its flood emergency level to level 1, the highest possible. Why? Because rivers like the Duliujiang surged past critical limits. At 5:00 p.m., water at the Duliujiang hydrological station hit 254 meters, exceeding the safety level by 3 full meters. Seven major flood zones were ordered to evacuate. Entire neighborhoods were cleared as panic swept through villages again. Residents described a horrifying déjà vu. "I just cleaned my shop," one man said, "and now the water's back." Another shouted on social media, "Run fast, the flood is coming again." Authorities in Guizhou scrambled. Evacuation buses were deployed. A central emergency fund of 200 million yuan was released to help thousands now without homes. Even bridges were washed away, cutting off rescue routes and isolating entire communities. Rescue workers were stretched thin, moving supplies through waist-deep water, ferrying children and the elderly to safety. But this flood wasn't just rain. It was rain plus the official flood discharge. Hydropower plants upstream, facing overwhelming inflows, opened their floodgates, adding pressure downstream. Rivers like the Pingyang, Zhuohao, and Duliu spiked almost instantly. A deadly combination of nature and infrastructure under stress. Since June 20th, Rongjiang has been in a constant state of flood alert. On June 24th, water reportedly reached the third floor of homes. By June 26th, 6 lives had been confirmed lost. And now, fresh rain on June 28th and June 30th has restarted the crisis. Locals say it's the worst since 1996, but now even bridges with flood barriers are collapsing. It's not just Guizhou. Flood alerts have stretched into Guangxi, Hunan, and Jiangxi. It's not just Guizhou. Flood alerts have stretched into Guangxi, Hunan, and Jiangxi. In Tuoku Town, Hunan, the Tuoku hydropower plant opened 7 floodgates last week, raising the Yuanjiang River and triggering more evacuations. Now, satellite imagery shows a continuous flood belt stretching across southern China. China's flooding in 2025 has become a test of infrastructure, weather forecasting, and human resilience. While no dam has yet collapsed, the pressure continues. With the monsoon far from over, millions remain at risk. This story is far from finished. For every family forced to flee and every rescuer risking their life, we stand with you. For the latest flood reports, radar maps, and climate insights, subscribe now. And if you're in an affected area, follow official evacuation orders. Lives depend on it.